Hey, I'm gaining weight again. What's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite TV shows. And today I'm going to be doing a review on Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 1. Because, of course, for every final season of every TV show, you have to split it in two. Of course. So, Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 1 is out, and it's been out for a while now, and I have finally caught up to it. I just finished watching the last episode like a couple of hours ago, so, it's still fresh in my mind. Stranger Things is a TV show created by the Duffer Brothers for Netflix, and a few years ago, when it started airing, it had gotten a lot of praise because it is an 80s nostalgia bunch of kids investigating a scary mystery, mysterious disappearances, scary stuff, and it's very accessible, entertaining, campy at times, and it's just kind of a nice, easygoing, interesting, entertaining watch. So season 1 started off with a bang, and then we have season 2, which a lot of people thought is still pretty good, but not as great as season 1. But I disagree. I actually like season 2 even more than season 1. I think season 2 is even more entertaining, with the world being more expanded. And then we have season 3, where the story starts to feel a little repetitive. Even though it's still entertaining, it just doesn't feel as fresh or as interesting as it used to be. So after a couple years of waiting, we finally have season 4, and I'm gonna be honest here, I did not expect it to be good. I totally expected it to just fall flat and become very boring and that's it, because I had no idea how will the world of Stranger Things continue to expand, aside from expanding into some crazy ridiculous bullshit. But for some reason, the internet actually very much enjoyed Stranger Things Season 4 and even claimed that it's better than Season 1. So, out of curiosity, I watched it and yeah, it's pretty good. Now, without a doubt, given that this is the final season of Stranger Things, the Duffer Brothers really went all in and didn't pull any punches. This is easily the boldest and the most ambitious season that Stranger Things had ever had. We have multiple locations, multiple storylines, we have shootouts, massacres, the government is trying to kill me, oh my god, multiple plot twists, and an epic ultimate villain. This is bold and it's ambitious. And at times it does feel like, okay, the Duffer Brothers are just trying really hard to make an epic finale. But then at the same time, they are making an epic finale. That is exactly what they're trying to do, and it just works. Stranger Things doesn't pretend like it's something else. It doesn't pretend that it's some crazy we live in the society type story. It stays true to itself, and it just stays true to itself. It doesn't try anything that crazy while still trying to be epic for the finale. Now, as far as the plot goes, there are tons of cliches and conventional moments and sometimes even campy moments. But again, I forgive these moments because the show seems to be self aware of what it's trying to be. It's trying to be an 80s nostalgia, kind of a American small town mystery horror, and it just stays being that way, and it knows itself really well. It knows its limits. And the show manages to make every single storyline interesting still. So we have like four storylines in season 4, because get it? 4. And in season 3 there are 3 storylines, and then here we have 4. And these 4 storylines, they constantly converge and diverge. So the Duffer Brothers have really popped off this time. But the main 4 storyline really is Mike and Will and Jonathan and that new character Argyle in California. And then we have the Hawkins gang. We have the OG, the main gang with the kids, aka Dustin, Lucas, Lucas' sister Erica. And then we have the more adult gang, which is also kind of part of the second storyline, but they have diverged a couple times. We have, Natalie Dyer's character, Nancy. We have Steve. We have Maya Hawke's character, whose name is Hmm. And then we have a third storyline, which is Hopper. Turns out he's alive. Spoiler alert, but at the end of season 3, we all thought he's dead. But turns out he's alive. And when it's revealed that he's alive, honestly, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take Stranger Things seriously. It's, come on, characters come back to life? Really? But I kind of forgive it because Hopper's being alive in Russia ends up being kind of interesting. And then we have Joyce and the other guy trying to save Hopper. And then we have the last storyline, which is 11 going to this secret underground lab, revisiting her past memories with the help of Martin and Dr. Brennan. And originally 11 is the with the Dustin gang, but they sort of split up. Yes. And yeah, so multiple storylines, but it doesn't feel messy at all. It doesn't feel messy at all because we clearly know what's going on every time we enter the storyline. And the show manages to make every single storyline interesting, aside from one, and that is the California storyline. It's not interesting. There's a shootout, which is pretty impressive and pretty epic, but nothing all that important happened in that storyline. But then we have the Hopper storyline, which I thought at first, okay, come on. This whole, Hopper's in Russia thing, it's just an elaborate ruse. It's just an elaborate excuse to get Hopper back into the show, right? Well, not really, when the Demogorgon is introduced. And yeah, Joyce and the other guy, them trying to save Hopper, it's all kind of an excuse. But actually, it does get interesting at some point. And of course, the main gang is always very entertaining. Seeing the kids just, I shouldn't call them kids. Dustin, Lucas, Gatton, Matarazzo, and Finn Wolfhard and Millie Bobby Brown and Caleb McLaughlin. I shouldn't call them kids because they're the same age as me. They're literally me. Like this is really funny. This reminds me of something. Because like a couple weeks ago, or I think a few weeks ago, so I'm living in this apartment now and I'm living with a couple roommates, and I heard my roommates talk about, Stranger Things. And I said, "Oh, I know someone who knows someone, and that someone is Sadie Sink, right? I know a person in real life who is apparently, allegedly, a friend of Sadie Sink's." So I'm like, aha, fun fact. And then they started talking about, oh, they're still really young, right? And I'm like, yeah, they're really young. They're like 18 or something, or 19 or something. And then I realized, hold on, I'm 19. Right. I'm literally, like, Caleb McLaughlin is like 1 day younger than me, so they're like the same age. I feel old as hell now. But anyways, the main gang is really entertaining, and I really like how Stranger Things incorporated Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill, which is a fantastic song, and I'm happy Netflix had found a way to somehow make the song popular in America. But yeah, just Kate Bush. What can I say? The queen of pop herself. Running up that road and running up that hill and running up that building. It's just awesome. When the song is first used at the end of episode 1, it's kind of chopped up in a way I didn't really like it, but they reincorporate the song into the story really creatively, which is awesome. And finally, we have the ending episode, which is 1 hour and 40 minutes long. It's 2 episodes long. But it's great, it has tons of plot twists. There's this whole who's number 1 plot twist. If 11 is 11, then who's number 1? And come on, everybody can see that plot twist from like a mile away. But then there's a second plot twist to his character and a third plot twist, and it's like, damn, all right, the Duffer Brothers are really onto something. So yeah, I kind of enjoy it at the end. I just I think it's pretty good. I think it's a good show. Yeah. I don't think it started off strong, but it ends off really strong. And also Eddie Munson's a really good character. He's really entertaining, and his American accent is just very convincing. Very convincing. So, yeah, feeling an 8 out of 10 for this thing. Decent to strong 8. Decent 8. Yeah. So, have you watched Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 1 from 1 to 10, which is rated like, and subscribe if you want more. And thanks for watching.